Hi, and welcome to my channel, Uniquely Yours Crochet. My name is Stacy, and I reside in Michigan, and I am coming to you with my first release podcast. This is not my first recorded podcast. I recorded a whole podcast about 2 years ago, maybe longer, and I never uploaded it. And so this is my leap of faith today to go ahead and start my channel. Um, as most of us probably have been doing, I've been crocheting like crazy during quarantine. And so I've had tons of projects to uh, pass through these fingers. And so I wanted to just get on and chat with you guys about it. As most of us podcasters, and I'm including myself in the number, as most of us podcasters know that the people in our family or our friends who do not crochet probably get tired of us talking about yarn or watching podcasts when they would rather be watching Netflix or talking about yarn or showing them yarn. I know my sister um, gets tired of me. And my nephew is hilarious because yesterday my sister told him I was at the store, and he's 3, and he said, "Well, is she getting bin yarn?" He calls my yarn bin yarn. Don't ask me why. Um, and I cracked up because he knows that most of the time, especially during quarantine, the only one or two things I'm going to get is groceries and yarn, the essentials, right? So, yeah. So I have been crocheting for at least 15 years, maybe. Started out with just simple single crochet, double crochet, lopsided scarves, and through the help of YouTube with Mikey from the Crochet Crowd and others, I began to perfect my skill. And about 5 or 6 years ago, I started my business, Uniquely Yours Crochet, where it got to the point where people would ask me, "Well, how much would you charge to do this, and how much would you charge to do that?" And everybody was like, "Stacy, you should just do it. You know, you're really good." And so I did. And so I've been doing that, where I've been selling my projects or things, mostly taking orders, custom orders. People most of the time have a picture in their mind when they want crochet, what colors uh, that they want. And so while I have a huge stockpile of items and yarn, most of the time I have to go out and purchase yarn for my custom orders. So, as you'll see, a few I have today. So, I'm going to talk about a couple WIPs. I'm going to talk about a few finished objects, and then hopefully I will be able to figure out how to add some pictures of several of the finished objects that have left my house as of yet or today. So um, talk about that, and I'll show you my T-shirt. I hope I don't look ridiculous when I stand up, but the top of it says, "I like to party." And then the bottom says, "And by party, I mean stay home and crochet." Right? So, so it's hilarious because it really is what I enjoy doing. I know a lot of people have been stuck in the house, bored, stuck in the house. But thanks to crochet and um, my craft, I really haven't been that bored. People have been dropping new patterns on YouTube, and that is like the way that I love to learn patterns and to memorize patterns, is to watch them on YouTube and then commit them to memory more so than reading patterns. I can read patterns, and I do, especially if someone finds one and they want me to make it for them. But I really do enjoy watching like a Bag of Day Crochet or Mikey from the Crochet Crowd, and then I've discovered several other crochet designers on YouTube. Like this year, I discovered Shyler Crochet, and I love her designs. So I've been trying out several of her designs and just others. So as I show you the projects as we move on, because this is my first podcast, but it will not be my last. I am making a commitment to myself that I am going to do this thing. So I hope that somebody out there will watch and enjoy and like and subscribe and come and chat with me, leave comments. Especially because, like I said, most people don't want to talk about crochet that I know. So this should be fun. So this is the beginning of my crochet journey, and I hope I didn't ramble on too much. I hit play and record too many times to go back and do it again. So this is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. All right. So first, I'll show you some finished objects. Have some WIPs, and then I also have some acquisitions because I've been to Joann's twice this week for orders, and because they're having their clearance, and I've been to two different Joann's also because, as we know, there is a yarn shortage in stores because of that good Rona. She she is keeping trucks and things like that. So the crazy thing is looking for Red Heart Super Saver. Is trying to find it. So I've gone to several Joann's this week looking for colors. So I will show you what I picked up, and then we'll go from there. Okay, let's see. Excuse my bending. First thing I want to show is a blanket that a granny square, simple granny square blanket I worked on for my nephew for his 3rd birthday. He watches me crochet, and so every time I'm doing something, he says, "Is that for me?" So I say no. So I told him, I said, "Do you want me to make you something for your birthday, a blanket?" And he said yes. And I said, "What color?" And he said orange. So I had to make him an orange granny square blanket. I put a little Z there for Zach, and I did it's a Red Heart Hugs and Kisses. I got it on clearance, and then also the basic yarn from Target. I bought a few balls when it was on clearance, so I started it with that, and then I added in the orange, and then I had another ball of it, and then I ended out in just plain orange, and he loves it. He was asking about it yesterday because he was going to my parents' house to spend the night, and he asked his mom if she brought his orange blanket. So that makes me happy when people love what I make. Because some people don't appreciate crochet. So if a 3-year-old can appreciate it, make you feel good. So that is one of my first finished objects. His birthday was last week. It's 5 days after mine. So that was his birthday present. Next finished object was a custom order, Afghan. It's really supposed to be a lapghan, but once you get started, you just keep going. And finally, I had to tell myself to stop when I had run out of the yarn. Like, don't go buy anymore. This is big enough. This is the size you told them that you were going to make it. But so it reaches literally probably from the toes to the neck. So it's not really a lapghan. It's just an Afghan. But they wanted it in blues, so it's Red Heart Super Saver in soft navy and dusk. I think that's what it's called. I don't know if the colors are coming up, but it's really pretty. I did the modern granny rectangle, and by Crochet Crowd. I followed Mikey's tutorial. Once I got started, then I just kept going. Real simple. And I liked it because it didn't have, it'll be really warm for the winter, because sometimes granny squares have the bigger holes in it. And so the modern granny square allows it to kind of be, the stitches to be a little close together. I used the K-hook so that it could be drapey. And I washed it and dried it so that I could get the full drapey effect before I sent it over, just to make sure that it would be soft and cuddly for them to throw on their couch or their bed or whatever. So I finished that, and then when I sent him the picture of it, he asked if I could make a mini version. He wanted to give it to um his godson or his nephew. I can't remember. So and this WIP is in a plastic bag because I just didn't put it in one of my fancy bags. But again, yep, Red Heart Super Saver in Shaded Dust. That's what it is. And he wanted the exact same colors, and then soft navy. And so I decided, instead of doing the modern granny rectangle, I do the modern granny square because it's for smaller, like a toddler, 10-month-old. So I'll make it big enough that he'll be able to have it for, a few years, and the mom will be able to keep it for a keepsake. But it'll be more square than rectangular. So I started on that the other night, and I'll be working on that tonight. I am cooking my parents a candlelight anniversary dinner. They're celebrating their 40th wedding anniversary Monday. And so today's Saturday. So I'll be making a few things tonight. And then they requested, because I told them, this will be their restaurant experience since, again, Rona. So I'm making shrimp Alfredo, shrimp scampi, green bean almondine, but with a little bacon, and banana pudding for dessert. My sister's going to decorate and make it all pretty. That's her thing. She's better at some of those things than I am, and she'll be making a big pretty salad for them. And we're gonna do a candlelight dinner, hopefully out on the deck, weather permitting. If not, in their dining room. So we'll go over tomorrow and set that all up, and then leave them to enjoy. We'll serve them, and then we'll leave them to enjoy their candlelight 2020 Rona anniversary dinner. So after I finish taping this, I'll be going to make the banana pudding so it can set overnight in the refrigerator, and the cookies can get soft, because that's my whole thing with banana pudding. It's all about the cookies. And so I'll be making the green beans, and I'll be doing the Alfredo and the shrimp scampi at the house tomorrow. So it's made fresh. And I found a couple recipes, and I was like, "You're gonna make it from scratch?" I'm like, "Of course." Like, not gonna do it out of the jar. So here's hoping it tastes good, because here's the thing, I don't eat cheese, so I'm not gonna be able to taste the Alfredo to even see if it's good. So I'll have to use somebody as a taste tester. So I know I don't eat cheese. Random fact. You may not care, but yeah. And I know people think that's the weirdest thing, but I do not like cheese. I don't like the smell of it. I don't like the taste of it. However, I will eat pizza. It just must have the right sauce and enough toppings that I don't notice that there's cheese. So I know, weird, random, whatever. Anyway, continuing with my WIPs, because I don't want to be on too long for my first time, and I can ramble. I'm a talker. So although I never would have pictured myself being a talker on video, but Rona, which has made us, a Zoom nation and a Teams and things like that. So I gotten kind of used to talking into the camera, talking into my laptop to people. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do this thing. So here I am. All right. My next WIP is a pattern by Shyler Crochet, like I said, and I'll put the links. Hopefully I can figure out how to do that in the description box below of the different patterns that I used. And this is a granny square dress, and I'm working on the skirt portion right now. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Look at that. I love it. And I love self-striping yarn. That's like my jam. Like, that's my favorite thing in the whole world. So that I don't have to change colors. So this is Cotton Colors by Loops and Threads. I got it on clearance on Michael's website. It was like on clearance for like $3.97 or $2.97, one or the other. And I ordered too much. That's the one thing I've been doing during Rona, is I've saved tons of money on going out to eat and going to the movies and things like that. and pretty much bought yarn with it. So yeah. Um, so I really, really like these colors. So I bought a whole bunch of those. And so I'm working on a dress, and you work the skirt portion first in a granny square. And you kind of start off like working like a shawl, like a granny square shawl. And then once you get to um, the width that you want to go around a waist, then you stitch it shut, do the waistband, and then you start closing in the sides. And so right now I've gotten to the point where I've done all the sides, and I think the next step, if I heard her right on the video, will be stitching it closed. So I'm not sure if we're going to slip stitch or something like that to stitch it closed, and then onto the top. And so I only have about half a ball left, and I'm not sure if that's going to be enough to do the top. So I have, do I have it? I have a ball of plain purple that I'm going to accent probably through the top if I don't have enough. And it's the cream cotton that they sold with the cotton colors. And so I thought it went really well. And purple is my favorite color, if you haven't noticed from my purple t-shirt. And a lot of projects that I make that are not for somebody, I end up using purple because it's my favorite, and I think it should be everybody's. Anyway, so I'm really excited. This is like my pet piece that I pick up when I'm not doing an order, just to kind of clear my mind and get my Crojo back. Because sometimes when you're doing orders, which I have, and I'm so grateful that I've been prospering in the pandemic and people are still ordering things. And so, and it's been like an influx. I don't know if anybody else who sells their makes or has a business where you'll get like one, a few weeks you won't have any orders, and then they'll come in like one after the other after the other. And that's kind of how it's been through the summer for me. And so I just sent out a dress, one of those pocket shawls. So hopefully I can put the pictures in at the end if I can figure out how to do that. If not, they are on my Instagram at Uniquely Yours Crochet. And yours, if you couldn't tell, I spell it UR''S or URS on Instagram and on Facebook as Uniquely Yours. And so pictures will be there if I can't figure out how to put them at the end of this video. And so yeah, so that's some of the makes that I've been working on, some of my finished objects. Now I am going to show you some of the things that I bought from Joann's, and then I'll sign off. Got my Diet Pepsi with my lemon slices because I'm feeling fancy today, and my fancy cup from Hobby Lobby. That's the other thing, is that I went in Hobby Lobby for one ball of yarn and left out with everything. Just a coffee maker, cup, bins for my yarn. These square bins were on sale, like 66% off. Toys for my nephew, just everything. But it was such a good deal. I got so much stuff, and it ended up being like $60. I like including the coffee maker, and it's so cute. And since I've been working from home, I have been working from home during Rona, and so coffee has become my friend, because when you're a crocheter, you know that one more row turns into 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and then having to be up on a Zoom call at 9, and look halfway decent or sound halfway decent, because most of the time I don't turn on the camera that early in the morning. I need the coffee, so coffee maker has been my friend. Anyway, rambling again. So I got these yesterday. I went to Joann's, and in the clearance section, and they had these Bernat Softy Baby stripes. Look at those colors. That is gorgeous. I don't know what I'll make out of that. It'll definitely be something for a kid. But I got 3 of these, and she was scanning them and they didn't come up. So she says, how about I give them to you for $1 a piece? I was like, I'll take it, because they were doing the yarn at like most of them were $2.97 and above, and then you got an extra 40% off at my Joann's. And so when she couldn't, she was got kind of frustrated, and she says, "I'll just give them to you for $1 a piece." I said, "I'll take it." So I got 3 of those. Um, and what else did I get? Let's see. I got some Super Saver stripes in polo stripe, and I love these colors. And I was watching Crochet Rosetti, and I saw that she had made a blanket out of the Super Saver stripes, a granny square blanket, and that has been something that I've wanted to try. I usually, if I do a granny square blanket, it's literally like a big granny square, or the rectangle. So I haven't done the where you join as you go and things like that. So I decided to get yarn that changes color, so I don't have to change again, like I said. So I don't have to change colors every round, that I can just let it go naturally. And so I'm gonna work on a few of these. So I bought some polo stripe, and I bought parrot stripe too. Um, and so I bought those. So I'll be making, and I also want to do the mile a minute blanket by Secret Yarnery, Chris at the Secret Yarnery. So I bought a couple of these and some white yarn to join it. So we shall see what that will be. So you guys will go on my journey of figuring out how to do that. So, and there's plenty of tutorials for the join as you go. Everybody has a different method. So I'm just going to figure out what method works best for me. And then I also bought, I have a few of these in the mistletoe, and I bought some more because I'm gonna do one in a Christmas or two, maybe, I don't know. But just to kind of post to my pages to see if people want Christmas blankets, something to throw across their couch or their bed to add to their Christmas decorations. Or some people, like my best friend, loves to sit up under Christmas stuff and watch her Hallmark movies when they start right after Halloween. And for those of you who love it, you know that it was on during July for Christmas in July. So I'll be making some Christmas themed blankets as well with the white and the. So I bought a lot of white in the Big Twist. That's what it is, Big Twist. The Big Twist was on sale when I went like Monday or Tuesday. And then when I went back yesterday, because I had to get some more of this shaded dust, because when he saw the blanket and wanted me to make another one, I had to go get more yarn. So I did that, and of course got sucked in. They had a buy 3 get 3 free, or buy 3 get 2 free on all their yarn. So of course you have to buy 3 and then you have to get your 2. So I figured I would get more white so that I would have that to join. Okay, let me speed this up. I got some mandala thick and quick, which I had never tried yet because I thought it was entirely too expensive. So with it being an extra 40% off the clearance price, I'm very anxious to try that. So I don't know if it's going to be a cowl, if it's going to be a hat. I bought 2 of these. So we'll see. I love to play around with the thick yarn. The only problem about the thick yarn is you don't get as much. You get 87 yards. So we'll see what I make out of those 2. So I got 2 of those, and I got and that colorway is Curly Q. That's cute. I was like, what is it? It's Curly Q. And then I got it also in Pocket Watch. Oh, those are really cute names. And that's more of a fall tone, so it'll probably definitely either be a cowl or a hat. Hopefully I'll be able to get a hat and a cowl out of it. We shall see. And let's see. Yes. Oh, so they had this yarn, which I had never seen before, and it was on sale for like $2.99 a ball. It wasn't on clearance. It's called knit premium yarn knit and crochet smooth. And I'm not sure who makes it, honestly. Oh, it's a Joann's. So it's a Joann's brand because it says made in Turkey, distributed by Joann's. So this is lilac, and like I said, purple is my favorite color. Any shade, lavender, dark purple, royal purple, whatever you want to call it, light lavender, periwinkle, just all the different shades of purple. And of course, some people will say periwinkle is blue, but a person who loves purple will say it's closer to purple. Anyway, it's so smooth. It's so pretty. It's a 3 weight. You get 213 yards, and they own. Oh no, they had two of those. So I got two of those. So hopefully this will be. Um, I might. I think I'm gonna be making hat and mask set for fall. So this might be a hat with a mask. Mat, and of course, you know, I'm not a sewist. So I won't be adding any fabric to the mask, but you can wear them over, you know, your mask. And I made several of those before it got warm here in Michigan. So I think I'm gonna be doing sets. As seeing as that it doesn't look like, you know, masks are going away anytime soon. I also got some Hometown USA. It was on clearance, really good price, $297, and then you got the extra 40% off. This is Fayetteville Frost, really pretty. So it's like a, I don't know, like a silver blue. I don't know. Remind me of like Frozen. And the reason I say that is because my nephew makes me watch Frozen at least once a day, most of the time 2 or 3. And I have tricked him by watching Frozen 2, uh, so that we don't have to watch Frozen 1 a million times. And then I got another one of the KNC or Knit and Crochet Premium Yarn, and they only had one of these, and I thought this was pretty. I love teal as well. If I had a second favorite color, it would probably be that. So this will probably just be a hat, and I've been dying to try the Divine hat. I've been seeing it everywhere. Rose Lights Crochet loves that pattern. I thought it was so pretty, so I definitely want to try that. And this yarn is so smooth. I think it'll be a good one to try. So what else? I think the others I have in here are duplicates of the polo stripe and pear stripe and the Bernat stripe. So those are my acquisitions from this week. And I guess I'll just toss it into these bins since I purchased these recently to get everything out of bags. Oh, I had put this up already, but I found this Woolies Thick and Quick at Walmart. This is in the Coney Island, and Walmart doesn't have an extra percentage off, which they should. Walmart, you should. But I thought this was so pretty, and they had two of those. So hopefully that'll be a hat and cowl set. Hopefully, but I love the Thick and Quick. But it's usually so expensive. So this was like $3.50, which is like a steal, because the cheapest you can usually find it is like $5.97 or something like that. So, and I got some hygge, which I had never tried that, the Red Heart hygge, and they had it in this sterling silver color. And so I'm definitely going to make a hat and cowl set, because they only had two. If they had more, it would have been definitely like a scarf, or it might, I don't know, we'll see. I don't know what it'll be, but I was super excited that I found this on sale. It was $3 a ball, and I've seen it at like $9.99 at Joann's at some point. So I think it's a really good deal. Okay, so I'm done yammering on. I hope someone out there has held on and watched for all these minutes. If not, if you clicked on and clicked off or whatever, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to my rambling. I am super proud of myself. So even if nobody watches, I did this. And I will publish it. I'm not going to let this sit in my phone like my other one sat in my computer and never was published. So once I hit stop, I am going to edit it tonight and hopefully upload it. So welcome to anyone who clicks on and joins me in my yarny ramblings. and chatting. So uh, God bless. Everybody stay safe, stay masked up, keep your sanitizer, your alcohol, your Lysol wipes, your Clorox wipes, whatever it might be. But just stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.